Welcome to the monthly breakfast fly-in at Hodges Airpark, Gulf Alpha 39, about a 20-minute drive outside Savannah. Today we got to take a look at various airplanes in different states and talk to some of their owners and operators, including RJ Hodes, who founded this airpark. Let's see what he's got to say. So that thing was up in Augusta.
And a lot of famous people in that building.
Oh man. Oh, yeah, that is so cool. Well, how much work did that take? I mean, that feels like
we tore it down, put it on a flatbed trailer, brought it here, and assembled it.
Oh man. What made you want to get into aviation, or what made you want to?
Well, I'll tell you a story.
Yeah.
The fellow that owns the hangar where we did the breakfast.
Right.
He and I bought an airplane before we ever learned to fly.
Yeah. You just decided that was the thing you wanted to.
Well, what we done was we built an airboat, he and I did, way back for the Savannah Electric and Power Company when they were putting the poles in by Bell's Landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they could check on the crews.
Oh, man.
So,
and that was it?
That was it. Well, I bought an airboat out of Florida, a used one.
Yeah. When
they were building I-95 here.
Right.
Richard, what was his last name? I can't remember his last name.
Yeah.
But anyway, I bought an airboat from him because they used it to burn the stumps, to keep the fire going, That's before they come out with the blowers.
Yeah.
Like they have today.
Right, yeah. Wow.
So, I built a home on Tulare Island, if you know where that's at.
I've never been out there, but I've heard about that area.
It's right before you go over the Bull River.
Yeah.
Anyway, on East Point Drive, I had a nice lot and I built a two-story home.
Yeah.
There. But I found this property because I was getting into aviation at that time.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went ahead and got my MP, my commercial license, and all that stuff. So I used to have a tour business off the field here.
Oh, okay.
I'd pick you up in a Rolls Royce convertible, take you for an hour's flight.
Yeah.
I could cover whole Savannah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In about an hour,
Wow. The true experience, right?
Experience.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
And I got some of my cards I used to distribute, Back then it was $50 for that.
Man, yeah, you'd be charging, $500, $600 right now for that kind of service.
Right.
Yeah, every time I start up my airplane, it's $100.
Well, when they go to St. Simon's, they go down for the $200
hamburger. Yeah, no longer $100, man. Yeah, yep, I can tell you that. We did that trip about a month ago. My fiance and I flew down there in my Arrow, and owning your own airplane is neat because you know how much it's going to cost to operate and everything. But then we get down there and the barbecue has gone up 20% on the cost.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is just higher. So the flight was the cheap part of the day. The ice cream that we ate was probably more expensive than what I paid to operate the airplane.
I got my commercial in an Arrow.
It's a great airplane.
It is.
It is nice, and the one that I have is a great example of an Arrow. It flies true.
What model is it?
It's an Arrow 2, so it's a 200 horse,
that's
73 model.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really nice. Wow. Press, radio, TV.
Be yours for the right price.
That's a nice looking champ.
That's a Blanca champ.
Ooh.
An unusual bird.
It comes with a 2-cylinder engine.
What? Wow. I'm gonna have to hop out and take a little walk around this thing.
Sure.
So this is cool. A Blanca champ. Oh, man. Good shape. What's that? Oh, yeah. I know many of you are looking for airplane opportunities, and I saw this one at Hodges and just had to go take a look. It's in really rough shape and unlikely to fly again after having sat here for many, many years. But this just goes to show you what's happening with the General Aviation fleet. If you see an airplane sitting, find time to find its owner and have a conversation about how you might be able to save it before it's too late. Yeah, I mean, I'd be inclined to turn this into something that could give other airplanes life, right? I mean, the prop could probably be overhauled. The spinner looks good. Yeah, but I mean, just looking at the corrosion that's on the wheels, on the landing gear, the links.
Yep.
You know, maybe 15 years ago, this would have represented a great opportunity, but no longer. And I really don't know how long this airplane's been sitting, but here's a perfect example of what's happening to the fleet. You know, this airplane has some story, some some history. I don't know what that is, but eventually all of these airplanes that just sit out here in the sun, sit out here in the grass, they get corroded, right? They get to a point that you have to replace every single thing on this airplane to get it back to a okay condition, and it's absolutely not worth it unless it's example one of one, you know, for a model or a type. So this airplane, I mean, it's heartbreaking to see an airplane like this, but this is more common than you think. I'd like to thank everyone who took time to talk to me today during the fly-in, including RJ Hodges. I really couldn't have imagined a better way to spend a Saturday morning when the weather was this nice. Well, I wish I'd flown in, but you know what, my airplanes are always in various states of repair. Soon enough, we'll have the Bonanza up and flying safely. The Arrow will go into and out of an annual, and the Diamond will get released to someone else, hopefully a new buyer. Contact me for more information. But for now, call a friend, tell them you love them, and we'll see you here again soon. Made it look easy.
Let's see if he gives us a show. He'll give us a flyby.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was beautiful, man. James is at it again.